Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. Like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. So I'm going to talk to you today about a celebrity roundup. And this week's celebrity roundup, I'll be talking about Beyonce's birthday Renaissance tour that happened a couple of weeks ago, where Diana Ross sung "Happy Birthday" to her. I also will be talking about the Tullys saying that they were never going to adopt Micheal Oher. I also will be talking about Jeezy divorcing Jenny Mai. I also will be talking about Hugh Jackman divorcing his wife of 19 years. I also will be talking about Kelly Price defending Tiana Taylor. I also will be talking about Tiana Taylor and Iman Sumner separating. I also will be talking about Tamar Braxton saying that someone broke in her car. I also will be talking about Tinashe shading Chris Brown. Those are all of the stories that I have in this week's Celebrity Roundup. Like I said about a couple of weeks ago, Beyonce was doing her Renaissance tour. I think she had 3 dates in 3 dates in Los Angeles, and the last date was on her birthday, September the 4th. And she had a lot of her celebrity friends there, like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, also Kelly Rowland and Kerry Washington, along with Kerry Washington and Beyonce's mother. So she had quite a few of her celebrity friends there, and one of her celebrity friends was Diana Ross, and she brought Diana Ross on the stage because she spotted Diana Ross in the audience, and Diana Ross sung "Happy Birthday" to her, and she was crying, and she hugged Diana Ross. On another note, it was reported over the weekend that Jeezy was divorcing Jenny Mai, and he was divorcing Jenny Mai, and people were wondering why he was divorcing Jenny Mai, They were quiet about it. They were quiet about it until Jenny Mai got on somebody's podcast this week and said that she has an anger management problem, and she kind of, I don't know if she kind of raised the voice or did something, and Jeezy didn't like it, and she said Jeezy told her she would have to reel that in, and she was saying something about, she know that Jeezy was kind of like a quiet, simple type of person. He didn't like a whole lot of people around. And she was talking about she liked it to have her mom around and a whole lot of people around. And Jeezy didn't like that because there were rumors at first about cheating, but I don't think it was no cheating. It was just an anger management problem from what she's saying. But then earlier this week or later this week, they were saying I don't know if she had some kind of friendship or relationship with Mario Lopez. It was rumored maybe he was the one that was talking to Jenny Ma and stuff. So I don't know what's going on. This is going to be an ongoing story on Jenny Ma and Jeezy. People are still talking about it now. On another hand, Michael Irvin won his case against Marriott. He won a $1 million lawsuit against Marriott because I think it was back in 2021 after some football game. He was at the Marriott Hotel talking to this woman and stuff, and he thought she was a fan of the football, and she tried to make allegations of he was flirting with her, and he was flirting with her, and he was sexually harassing her, and he said that was nothing to the point. So he won his case, and I'm glad he won his case, because when I first heard the evidence, I was, at first I was just being on the cautious side, but then after I heard the evidence and heard the story, I was saying something sounds a little funny, a little fishy here. So I'm glad that Michael Irvin won his $1 million lawsuit against Marriott and settled everything. And then they say he was back on CNN ESPN 2 days later. So I was happy for him. On another note, Tamar Braxton said that someone had broken to her car and stole some stuff while she was singing the national anthem in Pittsburgh over the weekend. And she said that she doesn't feel safe anymore, but she says they didn't hurt her financially or anything like that. And I'm kind of glad. That Tamar didn't get hurt any kind of way as far as that. As far as as far as that, I'm glad that she's all right and everything's good with Tamar. Right before, on another note, right before the Renaissance commercial, I mean the tour, Beyonce's protege Halle Bailey said that she has talking about a new album supposed to come out sometime this year, and she was talking about this is the happiest she's ever been. She didn't know anything about love until she met DDG and stuff like that. To me, they do make a nice couple together, but he's been kind of problematic lately and stuff, and I just don't want her career to be tarnished by some of the things that he do. She looked pretty good in the article. That was just a paraphrasing a part of the article. I didn't want to read the whole article because it was long. On another note, Tinashe tried to shame or bash Chris Brown because she did an interview for a new album. It's called BBL3, and so the person asked her about her stint with RCA, and she was saying there was a lot of things RCA made her do that she didn't like, and she said one of them was making a record with R. Kelly, and she was saying that she never did put that record on any of her albums, the one she did with R. Kelly. She was saying she tried to put that song out of her mind, and then she said the one with Chris Brown, and she said one with Chris Brown. She said yeah, the one with Chris Brown, and then Chris Brown was saying he was saying fans, do any of you know at least 5 Tinashe songs that you could name right off the top of your head? He said, I'll wait. And then nobody said anything. And then she got a lot of backlash, not only from Chris Brown, but from his fans too. I know some people still try to hold Chris Brown's feet to the fire, but I look at it like this: after his little girl was born, it seemed like Chris Brown changed a little bit and stuff like that. Now, like I said, I don't agree with anything, or no, I don't agree with any kind of abuse or nobody doing any kind of abuse. But as of late, he hasn't been in any kind of trouble, wilding out and doing the stuff that he's saying that he has been doing. So I see a little growth in Chris Brown and stuff like that, because he's not doing none of the stuff that he's doing, and I think he has paid for some of the stuff that he has done in the past, and stuff like that. But he's right when he said that 2 people tried to help Tinashe move her career. I think Tinashe got a little big-headed because she has Rock Nation managing her now. I mean, she was doing a little stuff here and there on her own, but since she's been Rock Nation's been managing her, she's been getting more. She's been getting more big deals. You know, she's been on. I seen on Jimmy Fallon promoting stuff and all kinds of stuff. So she's been getting in more mainstream arenas now that she's with Rock Nation Management. But she needs to watch that because she ought to be glad that he wanted to do a collab with her, because some people might want to do something with her. But anyway, on another note, Drake did a video with SZA for his new album, and somebody was saying, "Oh, Halle Berry, how did you like what Drake did to you in the video and on his album?" And Halle Berry responded and said, he didn't have permission to use my image or my likeness. And then some people were saying, is Halle Berry going too over the board? And then after she explained it, she said, no, Drake did call me and ask me could he use my likeness and image. And I told him no. And I agree with Halle Berry. If you ask somebody and they tell you no, you don't use it. Find something else to do. Don't go ahead and use it. And so she was right and justified for getting his stuff either stopped or put on hold. If she said she didn't give him permission, she didn't give him permission. And I do believe Halle Berry, because Drake had done this before with an album he put out, I think last year or 2 years ago, where he did a copy of some kind of famous magazine, and the magazine had him to pull all that stuff. So Drake better stop doing these antics. If he can't find nothing original to do to help people buy his music and pop up his music, then he needs to stop. Or find something else to do. But anyway, on another note, it was some sad news over the weekend. Irish Grinstead from the girl group 702 passed away. My niece had told me that Candy from Housewives of Atlanta had posted on her Instagram, and then after that, everybody else started catching on to it. I was so sad about that because when she was on the encore about I think they did the encore about 2020. I was looking at she didn't look very healthy back then, and her voice was like real hoarse like and stuff. And I was just thinking because she hadn't sung in a long time and with her vocal cords, but I didn't know that she had cancer. And her sister Lamisha was saying that she was so heartbroken, and she was saying now that her sister is up there with her other twin, old Risha. And so she was saying it breaks her heart, and she's happy for the fans that are giving her condolences. But she was saying they want to have this as a private matter. And on another note of passing, the guy who played Billy Abbott on The Young and the Restless, he passed away over the weekend too, and stuff like that. His name was Billy Miller, and he was on A Young and the Restless first, and then he went to General Hospital, and then after General Hospital let him go, he was doing a couple of Lifetime movies, but I don't know what happened, but they said he passed away. So I was sad to hear about those two passings, and I think this is all I have for this week's Celebrity Roundup. Oh no! The other part of I had forgot that that the Tolleys said that they were never going to adopt Micheal Oher anyway. They were saying that they had to get him a conservatorship because he was underage, and they needed to be the ones to help him get football scholarships and all that kind of stuff. But then when I read further down for I think it was a People magazine, an E! Online article, they said they got full conservatorship where they can also handle his finances and doing all kind of stuff like that. And so at first they were trying to, last month they were trying to villainize him and say that he was only trying to get extra money from them to sell his books and all that kind of stuff. And then when I got to reading further down, I was saying no, because they were saying they did give him half of the profits. He and the studio said they gave him 20% of what they made off of the Blind Side movie. And to me, that was a low ball because the Blind Side movie made a whole lot of money after it was first released, and it's still making money. And they were saying they gave him 20%, and they gave their kids the other 20%. I was saying their kids were barely mentioned in the movie. I don't know why they took some of his money and gave it to their kids. So now I'm looking at the Tolleys with a side eye and stuff like that. They really do owe Micheal Oher more money, and I hope he wins this case. On the last and final note, Kelly Price was defending Tiana Taylor, and she said she's sick of these blogs. A woman blogger was talking about her so bad, talking about a year and a half ago to 2 years ago that she was faking COVID. She faking having COVID. She said she wasn't faking having COVID. She almost like to die from that stuff. And she said that was just so disrespectful of a black woman to say that about another black woman. And then she was saying that she didn't like the fact that they were talking about her friend Tiana Taylor's marriage. She said that kind of hurt her emotionally because she had went through something like that of rumors of cheating, and she said just let her and Iman work out their differences themselves. But as far as this cheating rumor and stuff going on, it's a lie. And then fast forward to, I think it was Sunday or Monday, Tiana Taylor said by all of the rumors and stuff coming out about her marriage and her situation, she wanted to get on Instagram to clear up her stuff. So she said her and Iman have separated. They have been separated for a couple of months now and stuff, but they wanted to keep their lives and stuff privately. But she wanted to stop all the rumors and the naysaying and stuff. And she was saying it had nothing to do with cheating. It had nothing to do with cheating. It was other reasons why they separated. She said they're still going to be, according to the article I read, they're still going to be friends. They're still going to be business partners. They're still going to work together to co-parent their two children. And she got off the, I think she got off the lie. But those were some of the words that I read in the article about what she said. And stuff like that. This is Abe Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a T.I. is. I am